Everybody knows, or at least you can always just Wikipedia it, about the Battle of Stamford Bridge. Not that school in California, where the Vikings invaded and fought the Brits. Hold on a second, do I really know about this? Oh yeah, Kingdom of England versus Norway, okay. Well, what you guys may not be aware of is how it actually went down, because the Vikings were drastically outnumbered, and you can see that their berserkers, while doing a good delaying action against the medieval knights, the king is just too powerful. Besides, they have the power of the holy lights from above on their side, so I don't think the king is gonna have too much of an issue smiting down all of these brave Viking warriors. But what can they do? What can the Vikings do? I mean, look at it. Harald Hardrada took 2 arrows. Wait, that's not how I remember it. What really happened? So you're telling me that this is actually how it happened? The Brits had all of their longbowmen and, you know, squires and very interesting battle stances. And Harald Hardrada's here, so what about his army? Oh! He made a deal with the Galactic Empire, and now we have Stormtroopers? Stormtroopers have invaded Tabsdom? Oh my god. It's like their Chuko news, but like OP. Look at this. The king has gotten hit. Wait, how inaccurate are they? These are true Stormtroopers. This is hilarious how inaccurate they are, but their rate of fire is so much that they're just, hold on. They're still shooting the same place. Okay, they've opted to reload. Some of them are getting hit with arrows, but you gotta remember, this is like, you ever watch Star Wars and you're like, wait a second. If they only get hit with one laser and they die, why do they wear armor? Well, you know, it's for when they fight the Ewoks on Endor, right? I mean, I guess it just makes sense for small arms fire from more primitive races, here being the English. Yes, the English are more primitive people than the Galactic Empire. Needless to say, Harald Hardrada has his eyes set on bigger prizes. The entire world. He knew he had to take the king's castle, so all of the king's horses? Oh, there we go. All of the king's horses and all of the king's men looked to put Harald Hardrada and his stormtroopers back in the ground again. Humpty Dumpty was never in the tale at all. So let's see how Harald Hardrada, with a few of his supporting Vikings, it looked like, oh no, that wasn't friendly fire, that was enemy archer fire. A bunch of stormtroopers. What I love about the stormtroopers is they just pick a target and keep firing. It doesn't matter what's coming at them or how many. Look at this. But they just like spittoon everybody on the battlefield. It looks like even the king has fallen, but his catapult is still up, and his trusty priest just got hit by probably 30 to 40. You know the old saying, kick them while they're down? Stormtroopers really believe in that. They may not be accurate, but they believe that, you know, we don't have to be accurate if there's a bunch of us and we just keep shooting. Oh my god. I feel like the king needs a bigger army. Let's rewind and go back in time and see what it'd look like a little bit differently. Just because they're secret units doesn't mean that they wouldn't fight for their own medieval faction. The executioners and the macemen are here. We also have the secret knight jousters. And remember, wait a second. Where's Harold? Oh, that's better. You can't have a battle about Harald Hardrada without Harald of Hardrada. Is that where he's from? Or is that just his last name? Oh my gosh, the stormtroopers might accidentally shoot Harold. He's actually still alive, and I'm incredibly surprised about it. The macemen were taken out almost immediately. These stormtroopers might be the best, like, modded unit in terms of their sheer firepower. Remember, oh my god. Yes! Oh, physics. You just gotta love it. Can you physics everything? Sometimes I truly hope you can. All right, King. You made it all the way to the front lines, and then you were chopped down to ribbons. So let's see what it's like to be a day in the life of a British archer during the Star Wars invasion, where the Galactic Empire and all of their beautiful white stormtroopers. So isn't it kind of funny how, like, you know, back in the day, the British, they had their red coats, and you're like, why were they red? There's just no camouflage there. You know, was it supposed to be intimidating or imposing? And then you watch Star Wars and you're like, why are the stormtroopers white? You can't camouflage. Is it supposed to be intimidating or opposing? I feel like when you're an empire, whether it be the British or the Galactic Empire, because Palpatine is the Senate. Oh my god, this poor guy. Right to the right to the cranium branium, bruh. Maybe they just like to scare the enemy by just looking imposing and foreboding. Well, it wasn't long before Harold had his sights set on the entire world, and he set off to invade ancient Greece. To do that, he would have to fight an urban combat. He only had a few troops that were still ready to fight after the large skirmish, so he had to send his crack elite troops into the urban environment. But the Greeks, well, I don't think they were prepared for stormtroopers. They set out with their traditional tactics. Hey, we've got a lot of sharp sticks, and oh, by the way, he had too much, sambuca or something? Anyway, oh, let's use these shields and hope that we don't get shot to ribbons by the stormtroopers who have... This is actually awesome. Oh my god. This guy's almost been hit in the head once or twice. Well, oh, he got hit in the neck on his way down. I love it. Hold on, what's happening over here? Oh, I don't know. Everybody getting wrecked? Where did this shield guy come from? Look at that. That guy actually is out there trying to fight Harold. What a brave man. Remember how accurate stormtroopers are? They're not very accurate. Or... are they totally accurate? Well, when they entered the ancient city of Athens, the Athenians were like, hey, we got those Cretan Minotaurs, man. Got them on eBay for a really good deal. 2 for 1. Don't mind them. So we're gonna use them and see how they do against rushing the enemy stormtroopers, because they actually might have a chance. Oh, yes. He got taken out on his way over. Let's see what's going on over here. Oh, he hasn't been hit yet, they just started to fire. So, what is life like for a Minotaur against stormtroopers? Oh, right in his head, man! Oh, he actually made it! He actually made it before getting absolutely riggedy wrecked. Well, you know, it's just life for a Minotaur. Oh my god. He's not a Minotaur anymore, mate. He's a porcupine. Look at this. Don't you love how you can just get any viewpoint you want? Like, look how awesome this looks like to see these pikes. And then the crossbow bolts. I mean, Imperial lasers flying overhead. So let's go ahead and pause it. The camera is just... I feel like getting it up close and personal is awesome. Normally I take this like bird's eye view or like kind of bigger picture view. But getting it and appreciating just the sheer carnage that is look at that guy, he took a crossbow bolt to the back of the head, man. This is glorious. Harold, slay thine enemies, sir. We've got oh my god, Harold's taking a nap, guys. He can't die. He's got a world to invade. Oh my gosh. What would it be like if the Galactic Empire invaded Tatooine and the only people there to defend it were the ancient Greeks? Well, there you go. You've always wanted to know. The Greeks knew that the Empire would be coming for their temple. Is this a tease for Medusa? Medusa would be, is it a secret unit? The best secret unit added to tabs. My god, I mean, everything is already there. But this one I'm gonna be particularly interested to see, because one of the weaknesses to this unit, sir, you're not holding your shield right. Come back with your shielder on it. You know the rules of being a Spartan hoplite. All right, so let's see how this works. Somebody's firing up in the air, but there's so many shields and so many arrows. Oh, these poor Vikings. Oh my god, Harold got... This is incredible. They can't move. Look at this poor guy. What is with your neck, sir? He's like an emu. He's an emu man. Emu man. He's like an X-Men. Excuse me, what's your X-Men power? Well, I was born with an emu neck, so technically I can go to the school of Charles Xavier's special kids with magical powers that make them parents either worship them or want to kill them, because, you know, angst and whatnot, but at least I have X-Men powers of emu neck. On this guy's like, hey man, I'm kind of stuck down here, and it's... Someone's alive down here, and the stormtroopers can't find him. Harold's taking a nap in a very dangerous area of the battlefield. And there you have it. Oh my gosh, look at this man. All of that armor. Speaking of all that armor, look at these guys. I love how the stormtroopers like aren't totally accurate. Oh my god. I didn't even plan that. They're not totally accurate, like, or not very accurate, right? they shoot so many times, though. It's so classic Star Wars. Okay. Well, it was only a matter of time till they approached the ancient capital of Athens, which is this building entirely, because why not? But you know that the Greek gods had to come out and try to stop them, so Artemis was joined by mighty Zeus. They got a couple extra Minotaurs, some of their ancient siege weapons of war, and an entire legion of their best men to meet Harold Hardrada and his Imperial Stormtroopers, just as history wrote on Wikipedia. At least, if I could edit those things, I would definitely make them super silly like that, but I'm sure that's not really how it works. Oh my gosh. The amount of, like, arrow fire, you kind of have to do it on slow motion, or just the frames absolutely drop. Now, it seems more of the Vikings actually get taken out. Oh, never mind. A lot of the Vikings are getting taken out by Artemis. So this should be pretty interesting, but I just feel like there's probably too many Stormtroopers. This one is still making sure that Minotaur's dead, because he's big and scary, but watch out for the snake. Oh my god, he got the snake in the tail with a bolt. Oh, there's Artemis. Artemis is finding her range, but remember, these Stormtroopers are wearing armor that seem to make them pretty good. Oh my god, arrows to the head and they're still fighting? These Stormtroopers are a little OP if they can take that many arrows. Yeah. I don't even know. Oh wow, hold on. Hold the phone. Maybe the entire Greek army is down, but there's still a few soldiers charging. They may all be about to die, but still. What happens if we put a bunch of Artemises? What if Artemis got a hold of those cloning vats that the Emperor did from Star Wars? Hey, mate, I don't think fighting snakes is maybe the best idea. Come to think of it, I don't even think fighting... I believe what my compatriot was trying to say before he died was I don't think fighting the Galactic Empire is such a good idea. Why don't we just, like, join them, you know? Now we're gonna die. This snake has a wife and kids. Well, sir, there you are the last of the... Well, you took a dart to the neck, dude. Alright, let's see if an OP army of just like so many gods and mythological beasts. Minotaurs, Zeuses, Artemisians, artisanal cheeses. What's the plural form of Artemis? Because I'm not entirely sure. Oh my god. They might have a pretty good chance of winning. Stormtroopers are just really good at taking arrows. Nope, they're not gonna win. I'm sorry, but if a Stormtrooper can walk around with that many arrows in him and still continue to fight, they're clearly a little bit OP right now in this mod. I would love to see more Star Wars. I'm surprised we don't have an actual Star Wars mod other than these amazing Stormtroopers. Whoa, I can see into the ice. What is that thing? What is down here? Okay, that was weird. I saw into the ice and I feel like I saw into the future. Hey, remember when I was talking about camouflage with the Stormtroopers? Well, I think we found their level that they were designed for. The Empire just wanted to invade a lot of snow planets. Well, it was only a matter of time before Harold Hardrada set his sights on his own home countries that, you know, I guess by dealing with time travel and the Galactic Empire and Stormtroopers that, you know, they kind of kicked him out, which maybe was a bad idea because now he's here to invade. Or maybe he wants to invade Sweden and Denmark and Finland and Russia and, you know, Okinawa, basically traditional Viking countries. Australia, Tasmania, Key West, Florida. Needless to say, this is a massive army of Vikings, and I cannot wait to see these Stormtroopers face off against the Dynasty faction, because that should be pretty interesting. You guys need to stop shooting Harold, okay? He's your leader. He's on your team. Oh my god. Oh, here's the Berserkers starting to well, there was an attempt. And all of these Vikings, I remember using Vikings in the old tabs. Oh my gosh, getting hit from the side. They're really good. They were really good at countering archers. Here, they don't seem to be really good at countering Stormtroopers, but if you think about it, there's not much that's probably really good at countering Stormtroopers. However, the Vikings, although they have the biggest army, it looked like, well, they even brought all their ships. There's frosty arrows being fired, and this dude is just having a party. Woo! Look at him, he just fired off in the sunset. Well, I guess more of like, you know, middle of the day sun, but you know, hey man, that's neither here nor there, right? Times of days don't really matter when you're about to die. So, oh my god, I was actually kind of curious. Excuse me. What? This man is gotten stuck in the ice. Oh my my god, look at this. This is like one of those artsy photos where you're like, oh, half of it's above the water and half of it's below. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, that was exciting. These three guys with, oh man, you guys are gonna die. Use your paddles as shields. Oh my god. Oh my god. Right in his arm. He could still fight. So this one's gonna be interesting. The Dynasty faction and their associated secret units, led by the mighty Shogun himself, versus an entire legion of Harold Hardrada's. Actually, that's probably not enough Stormtroopers. So this should be pretty interesting. However, they've decided, oh my god, and samurais can block crossbow bolts. Clearly not as many as come at them, but they might do a little bit better, especially if they're flanking on the side. Oh no! Lady Red Jade, we've got Stormtroopers. Of course we have Stormtroopers. We got dragons. Oh my god, these guys look, there's a little bit of friendly fire going on, but holding the bridge seems to be a pretty good strategic decision until they all got roasted by the flamethrowers. Could the Dynasty faction be all that's needed? Oh my god, you're kidding me. Now, this is like the Spider-Man meme where Spider-Man's looking at each other and they're like pointing at each other because the Chuko News like, hey, you're just like us. Oh my god, the Shogun is about to fall in the pit of doom. Okay, Shogun's dead. There's a serious morale loss. We've all played the Total War games and know that if you kill the enemy general, there's gonna be a morale loss, for sure. Oh, this is kind of awesome. What is, excuse me, sir, that's not how it works. Where is he? Well, that's weird, but, oh my god, look, the Chuko Nu is still firing as it flew off. I'm so glad we caught that. That's one of those moments that I'm like, oh my god, I've played Tab so many times, and I'll continue to play it so many times, and that's the first time I've ever seen that happen. It might be the last, but it's just like, it's incredible when you have something that like has just so much replayability, and you'll see something that you've never seen before, no matter how many hours you put into the game. Well, it wasn't long before Harold was like, hey, I'd love to go to Italy. I'm actually in Italy right now. Anyway, this is Da Vinci, and he thought, you know what, I could create some inventions to stop these imperial scum. I've made a Da Vinci tank, and I've made amazing mustaches, armored knights, and balloon arrows. Let's see if my forces can defeat Harold's Imperial Stormtroopers. This should be really interesting because there's cannons and musket balls, plus balloon arrows, and then Stormtroopers are notoriously inaccurate. Oh my gosh. It's amazing, dude. I freaking love it. Okay. So, oh yes. Look at that! Oh my god, it's incredible! Okay, let's see how the battle's faring right now. All of Da Vinci's great contraptions seem to have been disabled. He's got a few balloons still out there. There's some muskets, but... Oh, hold on. Are there even any dead Stormtroopers on the battlefield? Like, what would it really take to defeat Stormtroopers? We've yet to see them die. Are they just... Look, this guy fell from like 57 feet. Or meters, which are not the same thing. You know what, screw it. Let's see what would happen if we create just so many freaking musket lines. I wanna see what's gonna happen. Because these Stormtroopers are darn near invincible to more primitive weapons and technologies. Okay, guys, I think we realized the problem. Stormtroopers are freaking invincible. Look at this! They're just, there goes 50% of the muskets. I've yet to see a Stormtrooper die. I don't know if they're allowed to die in this mod. Wait a minute, we need to know if they can die, right? Because that's the whole issue. 24 versus 24 Stormtroopers in the Grand Plaza of Milan. Or I guess it'd be more like Venice, right? Oh my god, wait a minute. Oh no, they're not broken, they can die. Okay, good, it's just, they take so much damage. It'd be kind of cool to see Stormtroopers with a little bit less health. And hold the phone. What is happening over here? Somebody's firing from like back here, mysteriously. Oh, I think what would happen is they lose their guns and their guns still fire. It's a ghost gun. We've got ghosts in Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, baby. Oh my god. Okay, so that's what I was seeing. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Baron. Thank you so much for watching another episode of Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. And if you, like me, can agree that we need a Star Wars mod, Why isn't there one now? I just don't even understand. I don't know what to do with my hands. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.